Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today is just a quick colouring until I figure out how many people have voted and everything. If you haven't voted, I will link it down below. I've picked 5 pictures from loads of people and you just pick one of the numbers and just comment it on the video. So I will show you all the pencils that I'm using, which are the Faber Castell Polychromos. I will list them down below as well in the description, just so that you've got them, because some of them are not that clear. But I'm just showing you my technique of how I colour in, and I get a really good colour payoff with these pencils. And I do know that some people have asked or said that when they do it and they layer it over ink or ink over the top of them, it doesn't seem to take it. That's because these pencils are an oil-based pencil, which gives them the shine. You can layer them up and layer them up and layer them up just to get that smooth colouring of the transition of colours. Which this is the reason why I like these colouring pencils. I've only had the Faber Castell Polychromos, so just bear it in mind when you do look at these colouring pencils. Excuse me. They are a little bit more expensive than some of the colours pencils that I've looked at. I keep umming and ahhing whether I want to try the Prismacolor pencils, but right now I want to get this set completed. So that is my goal. Even if I get a pencil a month or something like that, or 2 or 3, I'd rather just do that and then build up my collection of those ones, because I really like these ones and they work really well for me. And as you can see, they are really bright, and that's because I burnish them in, and that's just the colour that I do. When you colour, there's no right or wrong. It's everybody colours a completely different way. So what I tend to do is I always go in with the dark one first, then go into the next colour, then go into the light, and then blend it out that way. Some people start off with the light and then they add the dark, then they add the even darker, and then go in with the light one just to blend it all in. There's so many different ways you can do this. It is down to your preference. I find shading, I always use the darker colour shade of the same colour to give it shaded, but you can also do an opposite of the colour spectrum. So I will go into more detail with that. But not in this video, because I need to research it again and go through it, because the last time I saw it was by Peta Hewitt. Can't even say it, her name now. Peta Hewitt. She is amazing at colouring. I don't know if she's updated her profile, like her videos just recently or not, but she does the colouring of shading, and she even goes into depth on how to do it as well. So I'll probably, if I can find her video, I will link it down below as well, just so that it's linked. She is really good, and most of the colour communities, the colour community is amazing. There's so many people that do live colouring in, and they are just amazing to watch. And when I watch somebody like that, I tend to colour something myself, so it's another way of learning. I did start and I didn't realise that my camera didn't actually record, so that's why one of the stars is already coloured in. So, but I've done this so that they stand out from the tail. I didn't want to go red for the tail because I've done a really dark red orange. So I've gone for the colours that are that I've used at the beginning of the fish, just to make it stand out. That's my opinion. Everybody's opinion is completely different, how you would like your picture to come out. At the end of the day, there's no right or wrong. It is your picture to where it comes. And I have seen a hashtag that's going around, colouring when you first started to where you are now. So it's like a journey, and I feel like I cannot do that video, because when I was younger I was an art student and my colouring technique has always been the same way. Even when I was in college, my colouring technique has always been the same. and I always get credit for it. I use different techniques now. Like when I was in college, I learned how to add with paintbrushes, different toothbrushes, different materials to make the marks and stuff like that. So I don't do that no more, but I still love to colour the same way as what I've been colouring since I was 11, maybe 10. I'm quite lucky because my background of my family are artists. My mum can't draw, my dad's a watercolour, my granddad on my mum's side, he did fine art pencils, colouring pencils. My dad's dad was also an oil painting expert, so we've always had the colour or artist in our family, so that has always stuck with me. My sister isn't an artist, but her daughters are in some way, so in other words, we are an artist family, even if it's dancing, because I used to do dancing, my mum did dancing, my sister does dancing, her kids do dancing, so we are artists in no matter what we do. So everybody's different, everybody sees colour in a completely different way as well. And as I said before in my previous video, which I'll link as well, is that I've based this fish off of my male fighter, and that's the colour he is. But at the moment he's not feeling great in our tank, so he is very, very light in colour, but his tail and everything was that colour as well. So yeah, everyone colours differently, and I just want you to see how I do it. None of this is sped up, so this is like a 20-minute video, and this is what I tend to do. And time passes, especially when you do this, because you can add, even if you start lightly, if you're not 100% sure, start lightly and then add more colour, which will make it more vibrant, which will make it more stronger, until you get that feel of how you want it to look. And I love this picture so far. So yeah, I'm going to end it here, but I'll let you carry on watching the rest of this video, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!